So here's the gist of it, right? OpenAI is reportedly talking with Nvidia about leasing GPUs. So instead of spending billions upfront on hardware, OpenAI is going to be able to get access to this compute while Nvidia maintains ownership. Now, on the surface, that looks great, right? OpenAI is able to maintain capital. They don't have to outlay as much CapEx in order to generate growth. But what this could also signal is that when companies reinvent themselves as financiers in order to sell their own product, things may not be running as smoothly as they appear on the surface, right? Think about the timing. Nvidia has recently been entangled in some pretty strange circular economics. If you remember CoreWeave, Nvidia invested in them, right? They're a data center provider that's providing GPUs at scale, similar to the way that AWS and Oracle have now entered that game as well, right? Microsoft is doing the same thing. They buy a bunch of GPUs and then sell the compute to end users. So what happened here was Nvidia invested in CoreWeave. CoreWeave used Nvidia chips as collateral to borrow money to buy more Nvidia chips. Right? That's not organic demand. That's a closed loop dressed up as growth. Fast forward to the last couple of months and CoreWeave's IPO flopped. Nvidia had to backstop it. And then magically the stock tripled in a couple of months. Add this new leasing scheme to the pile and it looks more like financial engineering and less about kind of a genuine innovation and growth story. Now, here's the part of the story that you may have missed, right? And that is that GPUs aren't like jet airplanes, right? They depreciate fairly quickly. Nvidia has a yearly upgrade cycle, which means that the chips that you buy today are going to be made obsolete as Nvidia's development cycle gets released every 12 months. Now, Nvidia isn't just another stock, right? They are the bellwether of the US stock market right now. Movements in Nvidia create movements in the wider index. If confidence in Nvidia cracks, the whole US stock market rattles, right? Add that to the story that came out last week that Oracle was having trouble finding buyers for the GPUs that they had already invested in. And we've got this story here where the demand may not be able to keep up with supply in the short term. And if history has taught us anything, right, it's that when innovation turns to financial engineering, the market could potentially be in a bit of trouble, right? So what do you think? Is this beginning of circular economics a warning sign for the AI landscape, or is it just a creative way for these companies to be able to get access to more compute with less capital outlay and everything is hunky-dory as it is, right? Let me know what you think.